What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that button and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me, and you know what, subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching. Check out most of my content. I'll be throwing out more content every single day. Hey guys, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video on EGTV. And if you guys haven't already done something for me, if you could do me a favor, like the video, share the video, and tell the people where to catch me on EGTV, bringing all the Arsenal content and everything going as it goes. And you know what? We just had ourselves a couple weeks of stress and all these things, and you know what? Immediately after that, now we have to face Manchester City. We got to go face Manchester City. And you know what? Manchester City is going to give us some problems. But before we get into Manchester City and their problems that they're going to give us, let's get into the team sheet and let's get into what the team sheet says. So for this Carabao Cup game, we're going to Manchester City. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is still going to be out with the calf strain. Gabriel is available after the one-game suspension. Thomas Partey situation, we already know about Thomas Partey's situation. So it could be a long road back for some of these guys, and we might not see them all back for a while. So that's just some of the news coming out of Arsenal right now with the City game on the way. And also Arteta was talking a lot about the responsibilities, handling the responsibilities for the youngsters, and how he feels like they've been handling the scenarios. And he's just been talking about the kids and everything about the kids and their responsibilities, right? And now let's look at the training session just before that last Carabao Cup game. So the training sessions, one thing I notice is you always see who's training and kind of tells you what is going to happen. So he's talking to Kieran Tierney. I don't think Kieran Tierney is going to play this game. Nelson's back in training. Hopefully that means something good. You got Leno and Cedric, Arteta. You got Willian and Lacazette. You got these two. They become boys. They've become boys. These two have become close, really close as of late. And it's like, that's good to see the two Brazilians chilling with each other, spending time with each other. You got Balogun and Aziz, and then I forget what this guy's name is, something C, Cantans, I forget. And then you got Lacazette. This guy can go fly kick something. And then you got all these guys. Saliba's in training with Aziz and everybody. You could tell by who's wearing the red kits who's going to be starting. Oh yeah, enough about that, guys. Let's get right into it. So we got the City versus Arsenal preview, and I got Yan here. Yan, what's going on?
Hi, you all right?
I'm doing well. This is the second time on the channel. Big up to you for coming on. I really appreciate it. Now, we're going to be talking about Manchester City versus Arsenal and everything Manchester City and Arsenal. And let's just get right into the thick of things. How is your form going into these games? What do you think about your form going into these games? What do you think about everything? Because if I tell you my form, it will make your form feel a lot better, because we have won no games from our last 6 games. We've gotten 2 draws, and you know what? One of those draws was at the beginning of this, and the other one was just literally against Southampton the other day. So we have it pretty bad. If you think you've got it 10 times worse. So talk to me. How's it going, Yan?
I think City have been a little bit inconsistent this season. It's been like up and down. We'll win one game, look really good, and then the next we look like we won't score the whole night. Do you know what I mean? So I think the form's kind of up and down. I think City look better now. Like, even if they're not winning games, they look a little bit better than they did at the beginning. So hopefully we can go on some sort of run. Obviously it's the Carabao Cup, so it's slightly different. So I think City love that competition the same way you guys tend to love the FA Cup. So I think that's a little bit in our favour. But I think also the Premier League is different to cup competitions. So I think even if you're not on the best form, you can still kind of win these sort of one-off games. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think City look like the better team right now, but you never know in these sorts of games. So we'll see.
100%. You never know with City. And you know what? As I was doing the thumbnail, I'm thinking, who's going to play in this game? What players are going to play in this game? What team are we going to have out there? And I generally have absolutely no idea what team Man City would play.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I kind of guessed what kind of players we would play at Arsenal. But
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, who do you think City is going to go with? Like, what is your starting 11 going to look like? What do you think your team sheet's going to look like? What do you think your lineup is going to look like? Because for me, I could tell you we're going to play a lot of kids. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's not going to play. Thomas Partey's not going to play. Gabriel might be playing, coming back from his suspension. We don't know. One thing we do know is we don't know what City's going to show up.
Yeah, I don't know because Pep tends to play quite a strong. He does take the all competition seriously. I don't know whether even games like the Champions League where we were through in the group and everyone was like, he's going to play the kids. He still didn't play the kids. So I can't see us playing any kids. And if we do, it'll be 2 or 3. It's not going to be more than that. I don't know. I think he has said in the past that players that don't play sort of on the weekend will play. So I think he will change the defense. He might bring in like Aki and Laporte instead of Diaz and Stones. He might change that up a little bit. He'll probably play Stefan in net rather than Edison. Going forward, I'm not too sure. He might start Foden and Torres. I'm not too sure. With Pep, you never know. You never know who he's going to put out. But I think he will rotate a little bit. Obviously, I think I'd like to win this game. I do like the Carabao Cup. I think we need to try and retain it if we can. I do like that you win it early on if you do win it. So I like that. And I think it pushes you on to go for other trophies as well. So it is something I'd like to win. Obviously, it's against Arteta. Pep's not going to be disrespectful anyway, because obviously it's one of his close friends. So yeah, I think we will play a strong squad. Hopefully we'll win. But yeah, it's just what City turns up, essentially.
You never know with Arsenal who's going to show up. I feel like with City this year, you guys have been, to say the least, not your normal selves. I wouldn't say you guys have been bad. I would just say you guys haven't been your normal selves. And with Arsenal, we have been horrendous. So what makes us? Could you give me a little confidence? Do you feel like there's anything Arsenal can get going into this game that would make them feel a little bit more confident? Because I can't see any confidence going into a game against City, even if it's your B team. You'd still beat us.
I think the only thing that I would say is because it's a one-off sort of game in terms of like a competition, it's not the Premier League. Obviously it is 90 minutes. No one's playing for a draw. You can't play for a draw. So it's not going to be one of them games where Arteta sets up to just get a point. Like, it's not going to happen. He's going to have to go for the win or lose. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it works. So I think for that, you have a chance. Everyone has a chance. It's 90 minutes, you know what I mean? And football is crazy. Anything can happen in football. You have beaten us in cup competitions before, you know, when it's been knockout. That tends to be the FA Cup. But you have done it before. So I think that's the confidence you can take. For City, I think we should be winning it. We need to be winning it, really. But like I say, it depends what City turn up. If clinical City turn up, we'll win. If the sort of non-clinical where we look like we're not going to score all night, obviously that puts a lot in your hands, because you're like, well, you've got the same problems as us going forward, I think, in terms of being clinical. But it could be a set piece, you know, it could be Kyle Walker gives away a penalty or something. So I don't know. I wouldn't rule you out. I think it's still a big clash. You know what I mean? I think both managers are going to want to win it. And I think we'll just have to see. I think whatever City turns up, whatever Arsenal turns up, will determine the result. But yeah, hopefully City win it.
I'm laughing because these guys are saying it's the end of the world. Egal's not confident. It's the end of the world. Like I get it. I'm usually very confident, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Going into this game, there's no confidence. But Yan, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you some secrets. This team that we're gonna be playing, City, will be licking their lips when they see this team that we're gonna be playing with, because we will be playing with kids. We'll be playing with maybe possibly a second string goalkeeper. We will be playing with most likely no Aubameyang, maybe Lacazette starting up front with the likes of Reece Nelson and possibly a Gabriel Martinelli. In addition to substitutes off the bench, none of the main guys. Midfield, most likely kids on the bench and a couple kids starting in the midfield. So we're going to have kids in the midfield. We're going to have kids in the striking positions. We're going to have kids in the goalkeeping positions. And we're going to have probably our second string right back, second string left back. Or possibly even Bellerin could start. But to me, Bellerin's second string now. So that's the team that we're going to be facing you with. What's the City team looking like?
Yeah, I think Pep will go strong. He might play some kids, but I think it's not going to be. It won't be a fully young squad. I think Stefan will be in net. Like I said before, I think he'll go with like a back two of maybe Aki and Laporte. I don't think it's going to be Harwood, Ballas, or any of the younger guys. Garcia's injured. If Garcia wasn't injured, he probably would have played Garcia. I don't know. I don't think Pep will go with kids. The only kid that I can see getting in is like a Foden, who's first team. He might play Delap up front because Aguero's not fully fit and Gabby's not well. I think his teeth are hurting him because he got hit hard midweek. So I think he might go with Delap, but it just depends because Delap plays for our under 23 squad and they have a lot of games. So in the Champions League, when a lot of people thought that they would go with kids because we were already through, we didn't play kids. And a lot of the City fans were saying the under 23s only played 24 hours ago. So it just depends what their fixtures are. If they've got a big game coming up this weekend, Pep will not be playing the kids because we can't afford to kind of let them suffer based on our first team. So, yeah, I don't think we'll play kids. And I think if we do, it'll be one or two. Okay. That's just what I think. But it's a one, it's a one game. It's a one-off. So I don't think you'll see the same Arsenal that you've been seeing. Even if it is kids, they might come out with a little bit more passion. Sometimes your first team players, when it's not going well, they kind of just roll over. Whereas I think the kids, they're going to want to show that they're good enough to be in the Arsenal squad. So it might work in your favor to play kids a little bit. But I think it's until I see the City lineup and how we're playing, I don't think if it's the league, I'm saying City are winning. But I think with it being the Carabao Cup, you don't know. So
you never know. You never know with any cup competitions. But one thing I will tell you is City is just a better team. Let's keep it real. City's a better team. I last time we faced City, I felt like we had a better opportunity to beat them than this team. And we got some City fan in the comment section saying he feels like it's going to be Stefan, Cancelo, Ake, Laporte, Mendy, Rodri, Fernandinho, Foden, Torres, Jesus, and Bernardo Silva. And you know what? I want one of you guys in the comment section put in your Arsenal teams also, because I feel like our Arsenal team is going to be Runnerson, back four of Bellerin, and then you got David. I don't think we're going to play with David Luiz. I think it's going to be Pablo Mari and Chambers, and then on the left we're going to have Kolasinac, if he's still even available, and then the midfield is going to be Willock, Elneny, and Xhaka. No, Xhaka's out. What am I saying? He still got the red card. So it's going to be Willock, Elneny, and Ceballos. And then the front three, of, I would say, Reece Nelson, Eddie and Balogun, or Lacazette or Balogun in striking position. And then on the left, it's going to be, no, Reece Nelson's going to be on the left. Pepe is going to start. So we're going to play some of our attacking options, but majority of the position, you probably never heard of some of these guys. If you don't watch Arsenal every single week, let's be honest. Like you probably don't know about our academy players like Balogun. Everyone's screaming, "Get this kid in!" Because you probably had this with Phil Foden when Bernardo Silva's not playing well. People probably screaming, "Get Phil Foden in!" Because right now Lacazette's not scoring, Aubameyang's not scoring, so we're saying next man up. Get this kid in, because it's nobody else is scoring, so we might as well get somebody else in to do the goals.
Yeah, so, I do like bringing youth players through, because I think the passion is different. Like I said in the Manchester derby, Pep should have brought on Foden because one, he's mank, so he's got that passion in general for the derby. Secondly, he's young and he's going to want to prove that he can do it against Man United. So I think that's why I said I think if you do play kids, it might work in your favour a little bit. So I think I've seen one game where Balogun played and he looked good. So yeah, I think he will start against us, and hopefully you don't play well, but I think there's always a chance with that kind of one-off game where if you turn up and City don't, you could win that game. So
did you knock on wood when you said hopefully?
No.
That's how you know things are peak, when you got a great team like yours, but you're still knocking on wood. Now I'm gonna ask you before you go, because I was gonna I was gonna only take up 20 minutes of your time, and then I'm gonna open the lines for other guys to come on, so you can go on with the rest of your day. Predictions, and be nice if you can, but just keep it real at the same time. What is your real honest predictions for this game?
Oh, I'm not too sure, because I think both teams are kind of struggling to score at the moment. So I feel like it will be 2-1 at best, maybe even a 1-0. I don't think City, when they click, score a lot of goals, but it depends who plays, because if we do play Delap is quite clinical. Torres is also quite clinical. So we're more likely to score more goals if we kind of play them sorts of players. Whereas if it's Gabby, who I think is not going to be back, but if it is him, he's not really been scoring much this season. So I think it depends who starts, but I think it'll be a close game. I don't think anyone will run away with it. But yeah, I'd say 2-0, 2-1, anything like that. I think a 1-0 lead.
Listen, you know what happens whenever I have a female guest on? These guys come up with jokes. Like they know I'm married, but they still come up with jokes. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to tell you something. My prediction, I'll do it now since you're here before you leave. I genuinely feel like it's going to be a situation where it's going to be a tight game, and then you guys are going to nick a goal. We're going to be fighting to get a second goal, and then eventually you guys just put us out of our misery. 2-1 at the end of the day. That's what I feel like. City's going to win 2-1. And the reason why I say that is because I've been predicting Arsenal to win, and every single day I get memed and clipped. So I'm just going to go the other way. So in case we win, I'm going to keep it up. So yeah. We can. I feel like we can nick a goal against you guys. I don't think you guys are the best defensive team. But at the same time, where's the confidence coming from? If we play the kids, I have more confidence than if we play the first team. If we play the first team against you, we're going to lose guaranteed. It doesn't matter who you put on the pitch. At least with the kids, there's a sense of hope.
That's what I think. That's why I think it will actually work in your favour if you play not your first team. Do you know what I mean? Because if you play your first team, Aubameyang's out, I think. And he plays well against City. So that's obviously a bit of a blow for Arsenal if you were going to play your first team. I don't know. I think Arteta will take it seriously, though. I don't think he's going to play kids for the sake of it. I think he will play kids to win. But we'll see. But yeah, I think we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think it'll be a close game. Hopefully City win it. But yeah.
We haven't won in like 10 games. Oh man, these guys are going at me. Anyways, yeah, and honestly, thank you for coming on. If you want to
Thanks
come
for
on
having me.
post-match reaction tomorrow, what I usually do is I do the watch along and then we do a post-match reaction like an hour after.
Yeah.
Or if Terry's not doing a video, we'll do it right after. So just I'll
Okay.
let you know if you want to come on, whatever.
Yeah.
You can come right on. And I think the biggest thing City can do this season is target getting Haaland in the summer, because you guys need a refresh in your goal scoring
Yeah.
situation, because Jesus is not the plan anymore. He's not the guy. We realized that when at back end of last year when Shea Adams was doing crazy stuff and he couldn't even score a goal. Like, I don't know. To me, Jesus he would look amazing at Aston Villa. But at Manchester City, he kind of gets exposed with the amount of opportunities he gets.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean. When he first came in, every time he touched the ball, he scored. Every time he scored, you guys won.
Yeah, for me, like with him, he does a lot off the ball, which is why he plays so much. Because a lot of people will say, like, why is Pep starting him? He should start Foden or whatever, or Torres up front or whatever. But I think he does a lot off the ball. Like if we're winning a game 1-0, I want him on the pitch because he's going to make sure that game stays 1-0. So I think I have tried to defend him a lot. I think right now he's not doing the best. I think he needs to be doing better right now. So that's why I'm not jumping out to defend him, because I think he's not doing enough at the moment. But he is a good player, but it's just next to Aguero, everyone is going to look average pretty much, apart from, like you say, a Haaland. So hopefully we can go out and get someone like that. I think we just need a change in general. Even if he was scoring the odd goal here and there, we just need some fresh legs to come in. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I don't know if we'll get Haaland because of who his agent is.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Nobody really wants to work with him.
It'd be nice to see him.
Mino Raiola is like definition of like the guy that nobody wants to work with.
Yeah.
You know that guy at work that just people don't want to talk to?
Yeah.
They only talk to him because of work. That's what Mino Raiola is. But this is the team they're predicting. They're predicting pretty much, no, this is never going to happen. There's no way Aguero is starting this game, is there? Kevin De Bruyne.
The only reason why he might start Aguero is to kind of get his fitness up, because obviously because he's been out, it takes him a little while to kind of get back into the game. So he might start Aguero, but I don't think he will. He won't start Ederson. I think Stefan's going to start.
Talk to me about Garcia. I think he's too small to be a center back.
Yeah. Do you know what? Our fans don't like him because obviously he said he wants to leave. That's never really a good thing. He's injured at the moment. I can't remember. I think he got a knock a few games ago, so he's not going to be playing. I don't think he's going to be fit till next year.
Yeah, he's doubtful.
I think his head is out of the club. His heart is out of the club. I think he just needs to go. I think City would have sold him in January, but because he's injured, I think he might end up staying until the end of the season. And then I think at that point he's out of contract. So he'll probably go to Barcelona for free.
But you guys got it easy. Look at this. You got 4 injuries. Look at our injuries.
Yeah.
We got Pierre Aubameyang, Thomas Partey, Gabriel Martinelli, Granit Xhaka, red card. Mesut Ozil obviously not even in the team. Socrates not in the team. Reece Nelson. To me, 4 of these guys are starters.
Yeah.
For your team, I would only say one of them.
Yeah.
Laporte is a starter.
Is he injured? Oh.
Yeah, and then
do you know what?
Laporte,
you know what it is with City though? We had a lot of injuries in the beginning. We just got our squad back, so we actually have I think it was about a month ago now. Pep had a fully fit squad for the first time since he joined Man City. Like he never had a fully fit squad. So obviously we've got 1 or 2 kind of going in and out. Gabby's not really injured. He just got a knock to his mouth. So it's not anything that he needs to recover from. It's just literally he'll probably have a few games out. Laporte, I'm not sure what's going on with Laporte because there's rumours that he's getting little niggles in his knee, and then there's others that he's just not favoured. So I'm not too sure what's going on with him. Zinchenko, he's been suffering with injuries on and off. But yeah, like you say, he's not a starter. I think maybe he would play in this sort of game. This is the sort of game where Pep would play him. But obviously, if he's got a knock or whatever, he won't. But yeah, I think City have actually got a decent squad fit at the moment, which we haven't had for a while. So it'd be nice to see us kind of push on and maybe get into the title race and stuff like that. It would be nice to see it, but whether it will happen or not, I don't know. It's on our attackers right now.
I'm going to say something to you. I've been really nice this whole stream, but here it goes. City's not in the title race. City's in the top 4 race. I'm sorry, Jan. It's just the truth. We know City is a good team, but they're not in the title race. They're in the top 4 race today. And until they're first or second, it's safe to say they're in the top 4 race because Liverpool are just that good.
Yeah. I think Liverpool will win it. The only reason why I say that City would be in a race is because 1, 2 results take you up to second for starters. Do you know what I mean? All it takes, Liverpool play Man United. I think it's just after Christmas, or it might be January.
Yes, come on.
If obviously they both can't win, so if City win their games, it could be a different, if Man United win that game, not saying they will, it changes things a little bit. So I think this league is a little bit too close to kind of rule anyone out. Like, I don't think Spurs will win the league, but I cannot rule them out at this stage, just based on the points and the way the league's going. But I do think Liverpool will win it just because they seem to have that winning mentality and that sort of champions mentality where they go and win games late on. City haven't been doing that. We'll see what happens in terms of our attack, because I think I've said before, I think it will click. We're not going to have players like Aguero getting 0 goals in the Premier League. That's not going to happen. So, eventually we'll hopefully be in a title race. But right now, I agree with you. We don't look like we're there. But I think 2 wins changes everything at the moment. Yeah. So
2 wins, we're out of the relegation. Anyways, Jan, you've been great. Honestly, thank you.
Thank you.
There's a bunch of guys waiting to come through. I don't know if they want you to be still on, but in the sense that I don't know if they're trying to attack a City fan. Leave her alone, guys. But hey, Jan, thank you for your time. I know I said 20 minutes, but you've been great giving me 27 minutes of your time. Appreciate it. Hopefully you can come on post-match reaction another time.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
Yo, Kirsten, what's good?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Zane, if you're out there, come on. We're waiting for you.
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. Zipdu's in the house.
What up, guys?
What's going on, guys?
I'm good, man.
I'm chilling. Listen, Saha, yo, when you guys watch the video, when you click on the video, is the thumbnail still visible?
Yeah.
The thumbnail is visible.
Mm-hmm.
Because for some reason, when I'm on my phone, I can't see the thumbnails.
It was visible for me.
It's visible, man. I can see it.
Okay, so now we got all the boys. All the boys are here. All the boys are here. All the boys are here. Everybody's coming. Everybody's coming.
Oh my god, man.
Okay,
this is like a reunion, This is like a
listen.
This is a reunion, man.
First things first, guys.
Egal, man, it's too early of the year, man. We can't do this, man. We need to do this end of the year.
First things first. First things first. Let's get to Zane. Zane, how you doing?
Hello. All good, man. How about you? How's everyone?
You feeling better, man?
Yeah, I'm good now, man. I've been recovering for about a month now, over a month.
Yeah. My guy's got the antibodies. He's untouchable now.
Yeah. It was bad.
Then we go to Ahmed. Ahmed, PSG let you down, bro.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I know. We lost last week.
Now let's go.
We're still in the Champions League, though.
That's true. Now let's go to Manchester United.
You're not going to win the Champions League. Small clubs don't win the Champions League.
2 versus Leeds. What the hell's going on?
We're just an elite team, fam. We're just an elite team. Simple as that.
Scott McTominay is being compared to Kai Havertz. What's going on?
Bro, he's better than Kai Havertz, fam.
Clip that, please.
He's better than Kai Havertz. This season, this season, Scott McTominay is light years ahead of Kai Havertz. So
Okay,
Oh.
today is a full house. Literally, everyone's coming through. Ads is in the house. We got Vibes FC in the house. Okay, guys. First question:
yeah.
Does Arsenal need to take their time with this process, or like Troops was saying, take your time with it, or what?
There's no time.
For me, if
That's com-
Arsenal,
that's
if
com-
Arsenal, if Arsenal want to stay in the division, they sack Arteta. But if they want to play in the Championship and have the process go all the way, like the merry-go-round all the way, then come back, yeah, they can keep Arteta.
Egal, but he's saying take your time with it, but that's coming from an Arteta router. So doesn't that tell you something, bro? Realistic, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like that's coming from someone who's Arteta route now. So what I would say is, yeah, round up. 1 second, round up and sack Arteta. You lot might have a chance to be in the top 10.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna go one at a time. Kirsten's already said his say. Sahal,
Yeah.
quick and concise.
Honestly, I don't think it will matter if we fire him or not, man. End of the day, in a year's time, we'll be back where we are with this family reunion. We're gonna be back, Egal. I will see you next year, and we're gonna be exactly in the same place next year. No matter what we do.
Nah, me and
No
Ant
matter
will be
what we do,
celebrating
yeah,
number
we're
21.
gonna be here.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly, Chris. Exactly. Come on.
Number 21.
Yeah, I'm Arteta out, but I agree that it won't make a difference. So I think that the process is going to take at least another season or two, no matter what. So, yeah, not really.
Samuel, you came on like a creep. What the hell is that? What are you
What is
eating?
that, man?
Dates. I mean dates, bro. Dates.
My guy came on like this, like
That's that's horrible, bro.
I was like, what the hell?
Oh,
Yo, guys, this is what happens when I go up against a Chelsea game. Half the fan base, half the Arsenal fan base watch Chelsea games. I'm telling you.
the Chelsea game, West Ham
game.
West Ham should be winning.
Now let's get to. There's a couple guys that we haven't got to. There's Ads, Vibes FC. First, let's go to Vibes FC. I'd said a little bit of something earlier. I'll get back to him. Vibes FC. Yo,
Egal, what you saying?
chilling, man. You're a little bit louder today. Last time you're on here, you're like, like half asleep.
I'm still stressed, bro. Just being an Arsenal fan, man.
Listen, I put the kit back on
Just being
today
an
after
Arsenal
the
fan,
Burnley game. After the Burnley game, I did not put a kit on, but then
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, we know. We saw.
but
saw
now
you rip
it's
it off.
like, yeah.
Burnley just won, you know. We're just 1 point.
Yeah, bro.
They're 1 point behind.
Luckily,
This is peak. This
Egal,
is
We're
Egal.
actually
talking about
peak now.
Burnley.
Egal,
1 point
We are
behind.
talking
You know?
about Burnley winning,
Well,
but
not
guys,
only
come on.
it's only they're
Yeah,
1
man.
point behind,
We're
and
in
they
a
also have,
relegation battle, bro.
they have game
We're in a
in hand.
relegation battle, fam.
Egal,
Burnley
Yeah,
is
strap
game
up.
in
I'm
hand.
strapping up.
Oh my god, bro.
zip
Can
down.
I
How
just
are
say
we
one
talking
thing?
about
Can I just say one
Burnley,
thing, Chris?
bro?
Can I just say one
How
thing?
are we talking about
Can I
Burnley?
say
This is
one
the reality.
Can you
One
imagine?
time,
This is
guys.
So don't talk over
This is
each
the
other. I'll mute
process.
everyone. I'll mute everyone if you start talking over each other.
What Samuel said.
Yeah, but can I just say
Guys,
something,
calm
though,
down.
Sam? 1 second. I want to say one thing, yeah?
Oh
Can
my
you
God,
imagine,
bro.
though? So basically, they've done that now. They're above you. Imagine if Brighton beat you and then Burnley win their next game. You lot are going
Yeah,
to be... You lot
yeah.
under
Bro,
them.
Guys,
Let's not forget Brighton did the double on us along with
Brian will
Sheffield
beat
last year.
us. Brian will beat us.
Brighton could
Mope will
easily
turn into
beat us.
prime
Could
Ronaldo,
easily
fam.
beat
And
us.
well,
Mope always
One at a
turns
time,
into
guys. One at a
How,
prime
time.
you
Ronaldo.
can't go into Brighton with no confidence. We're Arsenal, mate. No matter what, Brighton or Burnley, and even if we're 15th, we should still be beating Brighton and should have a
I feel
confidence.
bad for
saying
Samuel.
we can
Like,
beat Brighton.
Brighton did the double on
This
us
is the
last
process.
year.
Samuel
This is
Brighton
the
did the double
process.
on us.
The
Samuel
process
deserves
is to get
this.
relegated. The process
yo,
is to get
guys,
relegated.
honestly,
If getting
one
rid of
thing,
relegated,
sorry.
no, wait. So
One at a
if getting
time.
relegated means getting rid of Cronky, would you do it?
Yeah,
No,
100%.
no.
100%. Right
No, I
now, we'll
wouldn't.
do it.
No,
I
I
don't
wouldn't.
care.
Guys,
Quick,
guys,
I
wait,
wouldn't.
I don't know who's talking. I don't know who's talking.
Time, guys.
I
We're
don't
going
know
off
who's
topic.
talking.
We're going off topic. One at a time.
here actually think tomorrow's game has any meaning to the sacking of Arteta? Because I don't think if he
It doesn't
leaves,
matter.
Yeah. No one cares about Carabao Cup anyway, fam. I don't
Guys,
care.
one at a
Hey,
time.
I'm
can
not
I
even
say
watching the game.
something? Can I say
if
something?
You say that.
Arsenal
one at a
wins,
time,
tomorrow,
yeah.
is it
You say
better?
that. You say that, and if you lot win it,
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
actually
matter
don't
for
care.
us. It's
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
come
okay.
back at
bad.
prime.
If
Okay,
we win it, it's worse.
Okay. People
Arsenal's a
saying,
cup team now. Arsenal's a cup team now. Who cares?
people,
We're shit in the Premier League.
people
Who
that are
cares?
saying that us getting relegated will cause the Croggies to sell doesn't make any sense because then their
Yeah.
asset will be the lowest value that it's ever been.
No,
So
no.
then
Can
They're
I
not
tell
gonna
you
sell
why?
it. They're only gonna
Can I
sell
say
it
why
when
would
we
they
go
sell
down to
it?
like
That's
League
what
One.
it's ever
League One.
been.
When we go down to
Can I-
League One, they'll
Egal,
sell it.
I've been waiting to
Let
say
Ad speak.
something, bro.
Sam,
I want to
go
say
on.
something though.
Oh.
What, listen,
Go on.
listen. I like you all to death as people, but if you, whoever said we don't care about the Carabao Cup, you are a fool. Because if you lot won that, yeah, you'd be gassing. So don't talk.
The Carabao
I
Cup
wouldn't.
is not a
No, I
major
wouldn't.
trophy.
No, I
It's a
wouldn't.
minor
Look at the
trophy.
FA
I
Cup.
don't care.
Look what
The
happened
FA
when we won the FA Cup. Well, what happened when we won the FA Cup? We're 15th,
No,
bro. I don't
Bro,
care.
there's a difference in winning the FA Cup and the
If
Carabao
if
Cup.
if Arteta wins the Carabao Cup, it'll buy him more time. I don't want him. I want him gone, fam. Now, if he wins the Carabao Cup, they'll make him stay.
You're gone. I don't care.
Every
The Carabao
Alright,
Cup
what
is
if he
not-
got
He
you?
has to go.
What if he
Every
got
He has to
competition,
go,
man.
man.
Okay, 1 second. I have a question. I have a question, Samuel. I have a question.
Yeah,
But
go
right,
on.
so the guy who just said, he doesn't care, right? Listen, what if Arteta got you 5th and you won a Carabao Cup? Would you be happy?
Arteta ain't gonna finish in
No.
the top half, Ad. Stop
No,
it.
Arteta ain't finishing nowhere 5th, bro. We're finishing 11th, bro. I'm telling you.
No,
We're finishing
if.
11th.
No, don't dodge
I'm
the
telling you
question.
now,
Oh, look at
13th.
Egal,
If
man.
he got top 5,
we're going a
if he
step
got top
backwards.
5, 1 second,
Oh,
1 second.
let's-
Answer my question. Answer my question. If he got top 5, I don't
What's
care
not
whether or not
happening?
he would. If he got top 5 and he won a
If,
Carabao
yeah,
Cup,
you're
would you
saying
be
if.
happy?
Yes,
You're
yes.
No, answer my question. Answer
Yes.
He's
my
saying
question.
if. No,
Yes.
no. He still has to go, man.
I'm
Still
setting a
has to go. I don't
scenario.
care.
I'm setting a
Yes,
It's the
scenario.
football. It's everything.
Yes,
It's
In
I
the
just
would be
not like
happy.
In the
finishing
Yes, I
shit.
would
future,
be
answer. You're in denial.
One
You
at a
can't
time.
answer my question.
One at a time. One at a time.
I'm
All
asking
right,
you.
go.
I'm
Go and
asking
ask
you
me
a
a
simple question. Would you
All right.
listen? I don't care if he can or he can't. Just imagine he did. Imagine if he got 5th and he won a Carabao Cup. Would you be happy? Yes or no?
No.
Stupid.
If
Because
he got
Then-
fifth,
our aim is to get Champions League.
bro.
Our aim is to get Champions League, bro. Not fucking
Exactly.
win Carabao Cup. I don't care about
Listen,
Carabao
listen,
Cup.
listen.
Wait, no,
Listen. How
We
about this?
finished 8th
I'll
last
flip
year.
it. I'll flip it. Imagine we finish 11th, but we end up
8th.
winning the Europa League.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
still
Zane,
bad.
would you be
Nah.
happy with that?
no,
Oh, that's good. I'm okay with that.
When
Hey, yeah,
Champions League-
and get embarrassed in the Champions League. And get embarrassed in the Champions League by buying
no,
10-0.
Champions
Nah, I don't want to be in the Champions League again. Nah.
No, bro,
I can't. Nah. Not with this squad.
I
Not
hear
with
what
this
Gavin
squad.
Samuel was saying.
If we finish it in the win the Europa League, we're gonna get more investment if we're in the Champions League. If we
Yeah, I'll
finish
be
outside
happy.
of it,
I'll
we're gonna
celebrate.
get-
Sam.
Yeah,
You know what?
exactly.
I'll celebrate if we win the Europa League. I'll
No,
celebrate.
I don't get muted.
Mr.
Guys.
Hugo, then Zane.
One
1 second.
I've been hearing we're gonna get more investment for years. This is why I'm saying, you know what? It might be a blessing in the sky if we get relegated and they sell. I am telling you, I guarantee we will come back. Look at Villa, look at Leeds. Every single team that gets relegated, they get sold.
They will
They get
not
sold.
sell.
He wants to get
They will
relegated.
They
not sell.
will. They have to.
Okay.
They will
There's
not
too much
sell.
money involved. They all have to sell.
Rebuttal. Let Zane go. Zane, would you take that if it meant getting the Europa League, but still finishing outside of the top 8, finishing like 10th? Zane, you're muted.
Chris, you're weird, man.
There's nothing, man.
Hear me now?
Zane,
Chris,
It was me.
Hello, can you hear me now?
yeah, speak up. Can't
Yeah,
hear,
I
can
think
hear you now.
personally, I think our finish is gonna be 6th or 7th this season. That's me being honest, and I think we are gonna win a trophy. But I think it's gonna
are
be. an
you
FA Cup.
deluded?
I think. No, I'm not
Respect
deluded.
yourself,
No,
please.
no,
Respect
no,
yourself.
no, no.
Respect
Let him
yourself,
finish,
please.
guys. Let him finish, guys. Please.
Let him land.
Go ahead, Zane.
I think we're gonna finish where we finished last season. That's me being honest.
Oh, that's
Right.
calm. Yeah, that's
I could be
that's
deluded and say,
All right, fair enough.
and say, oh, we're gonna finish.
Listen, at best,
I could say
investment in January 8th is the best we can do as of right now.
Can I say something, though, Egal? Can I say something as a rival, please? Right.
Yeah.
I want to say this right now. As Samuel and Egal know, I don't mock Arsenal unless they need to be mocked, right? I'm very civil here, right? For you lot to say that you'd be happy with 8th, I understand, right? I understand. But
No, we're not
for
saying we're
me-
happy. We're just saying it's the best we can get as of right now.
yeah, no, yeah,
No,
exactly.
happy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the best you lot can get out of. The problem is, you lot sack a manager. Personally, I think there will be changes if you lot sack a manager. Whether or not they're positive or not, I don't know. But the thing is, the reason why I believe there won't be too much of a change is because you'll still have all of the crap players that Arteta did the job with. That's the problem.
Yeah, true.
That's the problem you lot have. That's your main problem. It's not the manager. It's not the tactics. It's not the people back behind your club. It's
Yeah.
the players, and they're not good enough.
I
They're not good
No,
enough.
I feel like most of our fan base. Yeah, I think our fan base is to blame from our decline.
How are you gonna blame the fan base, bro?
Our expectations have lowered. You know why?
No,
Our
stop.
expectations keep getting
One
lower,
at a
lower, lower.
time, guys,
Some
one
fans
at a
are happy
time.
with ninth and FA Cup. We basically become a cup team. Are we
Because, bro,
Wigan
that's where
FC,
you
bruv?
are,
Are we
fam.
Wigan FC, bruv? Are we Wigan FC, man? Nah, man, our fan base are deluded, bro. Most of them are deluded.
Start muting people. Start muting people, please. Thank you.
It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
Guys.
Supporting Arsenal is embarrassing, man.
Listen, next, I need to know something. This
Go on,
is
bro.
gonna be a yes or no answer from everybody. Do you feel like Arsenal can get in the top half of the league this season? Samuel.
Can they or will they? Can they or will they?
Will we finish in the top 10 out of 10?
Yeah, if we sack Arteta now, yeah, definitely.
You're not Samuel. You're not Samuel.
Let's go.
Wait,
Non-Arsenal guys first.
All right, Samuel.
Wait. Let me go first here, then everyone else get a chance. I'm saying if we sign a crave midfielder in January, we're not going to finish top 4, not 7th, 8th at best. That's what I'm saying, 8th at best.
Thank you.
Here's what I'll say. I'll go next. Here's what I'll say. That's the exact same position as we finished last year, and we supposedly got reinforcements with Thomas Partey and Gabriel. Are we really okay with the process where we made no progress?
Yeah, there's no. Yeah.
Who's next?
The thing is, there's no process. There's no process. Who's next?
So no, I say no. I say we finish bottom half.
Okay, Ads, you're next, and then it's you. Don't worry, bro. Ads.
I'll be real. Like dude with the glasses said, your reinforcements, right? Listen, no, I'm not trying to be rude. I haven't seen his name card yet.
Zipdal, bro. Zipdal.
Zipdal. Like Zipdal said, right? Listen, the reinforcements you lot got in, yes, I checked. Obviously, they are good players in their own right, but for me, they look like low standard signings of how much they brought to the team, and that's my problem as a rival fan. But honestly, I think they are good signings. I think this season the best you lot are going to get is 10th, and the reason I say that is because you lot still have the baggage, like the shit like Bellerin, Xhaka, and Torreira.
Can I ask you a question?
Torreira's not shit. Torreira's not shit. We saw Torreira's better than Xhaka. Torreira's better than Xhaka. Xhaka should have went.
Wait. Everyone's going to be muted in 5 seconds if you stop.
I want to say this is, you lot are going to make no progress, and I'll tell you why. They are all in key positions that win you games. Like as a right winger, as a right back, a left back, that's an important role. As a central midfielder, that's also an important role, and they win you games and dictate it. So for me, if they're still there, you lot are going to get 10th at best.
Can I ask you a question, please?
I agree with that.
Can I ask him one question?
1 second. I have to take everybody out, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide it into smaller groups because it's too much of us right now.
Wait,
so what I'm going to do is Kirsten,
I'm orange.
Beyond the Post, I'm going to take you out. Vibes FC, I'm going to take you out. 1 second. Just stay in the background, and then I'm going to...
You're not getting kicked out, guys.
You're not getting kicked out. I'm just literally going to make it smaller.
And Chelsea scored again.
Okay,
Abraham.
so what I need to know is, I need to know from you guys, and then we'll keep it moving. So Samuel, Man City, are we going to win this game?
On form, no. I don't see us winning the game. Man City are League Cup specialists. You know, they've got the most depth in the league. And we're going to play our kids tomorrow. I'm going to see 3-1 City.
Okay, enough said, bro. I'm going to bring Ads in. Hold it down, bro. Then we got Zipped Out. Arsenal versus Man City. What's your prediction?
2-1 City. They've won the Carabao Cup 3 years running.
All right, enough said. And then next is Sahal. Sahal, talk to me.
Can I add the question?
Yeah.
Except for me, I want to ask him directly. What do the owners have zero culpability in Arsenal's downfall?
Okay. Are you asking me or are you asking Vibes or Ads? Because you're
Ads. I'm asking Ads. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Ads can hear you. Ads.
No, it's because he's not. I think maybe he's on mute. So if
Ads,
so,
I'm
here.
Okay. He wants to know, what do you think about the owners? Are they not culpable in this whole situation?
I'd say when it comes to resourcing and baggage, they are responsible for it being so poor. I'd say when it comes to backing your club, there's no baggage at all. There's no backing whatsoever. I think with the question you've hit me with, I need to evaluate with at least 3 points. So I think the baggage they brought in is poor. I feel like the system they run behind the scenes, not on the field, behind the scenes with the management, is poor. And I feel like the people they also rely in is the problem, which is actually themselves. That they generally believe that they can make a difference behind the scenes and engineer it through to the manager to play better football. To make the players play better football. And they couldn't give two shits about what manager comes in and what manager comes out. As long as they're making their P's, they're cool. And for me, they are accountable for the reason why your club is so shit at the moment.
Okay. Next, Sahal, predictions for the game, and then I'm gonna move on to Zain. Okay, so he's gone. Zain, your turn, bro.
Yep.
Tell me what you think about the game tomorrow, and just like anything you want to get off your chest, get it off your chest.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think personally it's a cup game. It can go either way. But on the day, I know City. I think City are going to put out quite a strong team, as they always do in cup games, because they want to win the Carabao Cup. But one thing I want to say is, Edu, I feel like he ain't got experience to be our technical director. Like I think the job's too big enough for him and Arteta together. Because you got to think that Arteta is his first manager's job. He's taken too much. He's taken a lot of the responsibility. If you think about it, he changed I think he got his name changed to manager, didn't he? He was a head coach, then got changed to manager. So him and Edu were doing everything. They could do everything, didn't they? And I think Mikel Arteta, he ain't got the experience. Like, for example, scouting players, like picking the players that he wants. Fair enough, he's got a certain player he wants in the team, but he ain't got the experience for that, let alone like coaching, fair enough. But being a manager at a top club like Arsenal and getting them out of the bottom half and making us qualify for Champions League, I think that's going to be a big job for him. And there's only a matter of time we can wait. We
So are you Arteta out?
No, I'm Arteta in still.
Okay, let's go.
Oh
let's
my
go.
Yeah.
So final thing.
He needs time.
No. Final thing. What's your prediction for the game tomorrow, bro?
Can go extra time or not?
Yeah. Can go extra time.
Well, I'll be honest. I think we're gonna lose 1-0.
Egal, you changed the background to Everton.
No, my guy did that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now definitely didn't.
Wait, that was an accident. I pressed the wrong button. And I was just I meant to go down on the, you know how the people on the screen at the bottom pull up? So I clicked on it and then I was trying to scroll down. That was a mistake by me.
Yeah, cool. Look, next, Zip Dow. I'll see you next time, bro. Because honestly, there's too many of us. Okay. What do you call it? Be on the post. I'll speak to you next time, bro. There's just too many guys. Steven, before I get to you, I need to get to Ahmed. Okay, Ahmed.
Yes.
Do you give us a chance against City? And do you think we have to sack Arteta?
I think you definitely should sack Arteta if you want to think like a big club, not like a small club. But however, tomorrow.
Yes, you're a small club.
Zain, I'm gonna let you go, bro. Talk to you next time.
Okay, bro. All right, bro. All right.
However, tomorrow I think it would be a boring game. City has been good defensively this season, but their attack has been absolutely shit. And the same with Arsenal, actually, to be honest. So I think it would be a boring game, but I still think City will win because Guardiola will play his strongest team because he's done out of this league, and he always plays in the small cup competitions, his best team. So I predict 2-0 to City. 2-0. 2-0.
Ahmed, thanks for coming on, bro. Hold it down, eh?
Thanks, man. Yep.
And then, so Vibes, you've already gone. Let me just go to Steve and then Kristen, and then we'll move on to a new guest. So Steve, get it off your chest.
I'm still waiting.
I know you're. Oh, sorry, Vibes. Go ahead before Steve.
Basically, tomorrow's game, I'm gonna. If we we should play the kids because like they'll show more passion, and they'll probably play for the badge. And the first team right now, if we play the first team, we'll probably lose 3-1. But if we play the kids, probably 2-1.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
What's your closing remarks? We're gonna win. We're gonna lose, but if we play the kids, we can win.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a tight game, and then it will be 1-1, I think, like till 70th minute, and then City will nick it the end.
Bang. Let's get it. Aye, my G. Hold it down,
2-1, see.
That's vibes for you. Yo, Steven, talk to me. What's good, bro?
Not too bad, you?
Chilling, man. There's a lot of people trying to come through, so I'm just doing it 4 at a time. Tell me, what's your prediction for the game? And are you Arteta out?
Well, obviously, I'm Arteta out. I mean, if we want to stay in this league, and actually, to be honest, I will bring something up that Turkish brought up on an aftv fan cam, and it's actually quite true. Like you say about this whole structure that they're supposed to be restructuring behind the scenes with the board and everything like that. We've got Vinay, who's inexperienced. We've got Edu, who's inexperienced. Got Arteta, who's inexperienced. Right, there's no backbone in the board. So if you've got no backbone on the board, how do you expect no backbone on the pitch? Right, we've got an owner who hasn't got a clue what he's doing half the time anyway. Right, so how do you expect this sort of structure, this new structure, to be able to produce on the pitch if it's got no experience to do it anyway?
That's true. That's true. That's so true.
And I think, to be honest, it's got to a point now where I don't really care who's really managing now, just as long as it keeps us in the league. Don't care where we finish. Right? Don't care where we finish. I don't care about the season. Just to keep us in this league, because we are falling like a stone. Worse than that.
Wow, that's
And
how bad
the
you feel
longer
like
it carries on, the longer it carries on, the feel less bad for Arteta and more sorry for him, because he's putting it out of his depth, and it's got a board who won't have a backbone and do what the right thing is.
Okay.
Well
Okay.
said.
So,
Well said.
honestly, bro, I'm Arteta in, but I still agree with a lot of the stuff you said right there. There's a lot of messed up stuff, and it's hard to have faith in anybody when they don't know what they're doing, and it's either their first time in the job or they've never done the job before. And it's ridiculous that we have to deal with novices in every position almost. But what are you gonna do? Honestly, I feel like it can only get better from here at this point. Hopefully, can't get any worse.
I think agree. If we play the kids, we might get some more spark out of them. But then, to be honest, I've been asking to play the kids since like the last 3 games. To be honest, because the first
Same.
team ain't doing it.
True.
So what's the harm of starting Balogun? What's the harm of starting Smith Rowe? Could it be any worse?
No, couldn't be.
But
Anyways.
I'd say, to be honest, with this Carabao Cup, Man City will probably get a goal 3-1 to Man City, and that's just being generous.
All right, bro. Honestly, Steve, you're the man. Everyone go check
Hey,
out
honestly,
Steve Feedley's
you
channel.
can't. Honestly, look, it's one of those.
Listen,
Look, if you
I'm
don't
just trying to
laugh, you
cheer
cry.
myself up. I'm not trying to think about football right now. The negative sides of things. I'm honestly just trying to move on, because you can beat yourself up about it as much as you want. But of course, we can't go on the pitch and tell them what to do or how to do it. They need to figure it out themselves. And as of this point, I'm not accepting mediocrity. I'm not accepting it at all. But at this point, you have to reevaluate your standards and go sub to Stephen Feedley's channel on YouTube, guys. The name of the channel is right there. But yeah, big up to you, Stephen. Thanks for coming on, man.
Cheers.
Big up to you, bro. Kirsten, you're next. O'Shea joins the panel. What's good?
What's good, my bro?
Kirsten, chilling, bro. It's Kirsten's turn right now. Kirsten, give us your take, bro.
With this game, I see two sides that aren't performing very well this season. Obviously, City are not doing as bad as Arsenal, but you expect them to be out there challenging for the title, and they're not really doing that thing right now. It's only United who are really representing for Manchester, so they're not really doing very well. And then you got Arsenal, who, if Burnley win their game in hand, go into 16th. So it's like it's looking kind of peak for both teams, but City, they've just got more quality and they're League Cup specialists. So I see them winning this game quite easily. They'll run rings around you, I think, in my opinion.
Ooh. Yeah, bro. You're out just for that. Well, you're my guy still. Hold it down, bro. Okay, and then Just before I get to you, O'Shea, I got my guy Zach. Zach, talk to me.
Yo, fam. Listen, I don't need. This is gonna be a battering. I'm not even joking. We're getting smoked. We're getting smoked. We can't score goals, yeah. And this manager, this fraud, fam. Oh my god. Listen, yeah. Let me tell you why this guy needs to go. Listen, when you won the FA Cup, everyone's gassing him. Or look at Arteta. I was part of that. Yeah, I was part of that. Yeah, he's getting gassed. So suddenly, why when we're playing bad, why does the blame go to the players, not him? Because if we're gassing him for playing well, we should be slating him when they're playing dead. You know what I mean? This guy, bro. Even listen, bro. Emery, yeah, he got sacked for losing 3 games in a row, and we were still what's it called 8th or 9th at that time. I don't remember. And this guy's
14th.
sitting in 15th, yeah, flipping 5, 6. I don't know how many games in a row we lost, yeah. And we're fighting relegation, bro. When's the last time I can't remember. I wasn't even born the last time we were this bad. Okay. Yeah, this guy needs to go. Leave my club. Resign, bro. This guy, he's actually a fraud, okay? And expect a 5-0 because we're not
But
scoring.
I'm now,
No,
I got
we're not scoring.
It's like I want to counterpoint you. Do you think Arteta will resign though? That's the thing. Will you resign?
If he has any dignity and if he cares about this club, he should resign.
I think
If he
this is
cares
where I
about
need
this
to
football
jump
club.
in.
No one's
I think
gonna
this is where I
resign.
need to jump in.
No
He's not
manager
gonna
will
resign.
resign from a football club unless they are a club icon and have real love for the club. Arteta
Okay.
is not a club
Zach,
legend.
No,
Zach,
not really.
get your closing remarks before it's O'Shea's turn. Because once I give the floor to O'Shea, I don't want no one turning him off.
I'm just saying, keep your expectations low, so you don't get heartbroken like I used to do. So just keep your expectations low, okay?
All right, hold
That's all I'm
it
gonna
down,
say.
Zach. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
See you soon. See you, Zach.
O'Shea, it's your turn. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm just before I get to my point, just to kind of follow on from what Zach was saying. I think that's massively unfair to say Arteta needs to just resign. The man is clearly under a lot of pressure, and that's not necessarily his fault. Kroenke should never have appointed him, but I do feel sorry for Arteta because he's in way over his head. He's had no experience. He's had no real briefing really. He was just kind of taken from City and given the role at Arsenal, and he's not been given any prep to kind of prepare for that. And I think the guy wants to go out in his shield, and you can just see today from his press conference, man, he was stumbling, he was nervous, and you can see the guy's in way over his head. Now, does that mean he should stay? No, it doesn't. I do think Arteta needs to leave. And the only way that can happen is if he gets sacked, which is unfortunate. But I think for his own career as well, he needs to leave Arsenal because he's going to get you guys relegated. There's no doubt about that. And you can sit there and laugh and smile and shake your head and tell me that you don't think that's going to happen. But in reality, you were lucky to get a win the other day. When was it? You got no, sorry, not a win, a draw. You were lucky, Southampton, to get a draw against Southampton. Do you know what I'm saying? You man could be sitting in 16th right now. So he will get you relegated.
Well
and I
said.
think you guys.
Well said.
Let me just finish my point. Yeah, he's going to get you guys relegated, and you need to try and salvage the season. Going for top 6 is not the one right now. That's out of focus. You guys need to be focusing on saving your season, because if you get relegated to the Championship, that's when the money's coming in.
Yeah.
Wish I got a question. Do you mean save our season? Do you think we should go all out for the Europa League then to save our season?
Yeah, I do. I do think you should go all out. Well, look, let me. There's 2 answers to that. If you sack the manager over before the end of the transfer window, and you bring in an actual decent level manager, and there are managers out there, and look, I can sit here and banter Arsenal, but you have a lot of money as a club, and if you want to get a top manager, you can. Maybe not. Maybe not an Allegri, but there's good managers out there. If you do sack the manager, then no, I don't think your main focus should be Europa. I think you should kind of.
O'Shea,
Let me
ask you a
answer his question.
All
Let
right.
me answer his question. Yeah. If you sack Arteta and bring in a good level manager, then your focus should be trying to salvage the season under this manager. But if you decide to stick with Arteta for the rest of the season, then yeah, your focus should be on Europa League, because you might get him. I'm looking at the points table now. It's
We're on
not great.
14 points. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Vibes. 1 second, Vibes. Vibes. There's
Right.
one guy who's yet to speak. Let him get his word in.
Okay.
Be on the post. You've been listening. You've been sitting quietly. Are you there? Can you still hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just enjoying when everyone was talking over each other, so I didn't want to get into it. Not in the debate mood today.
Yeah, I know, man. That's why I cut the panel a little bit shorter. Sorry to everyone who couldn't join in, but tell me, do you agree with some of the points that people are saying, or what's your take? Because I know you're still Arteta in, you're backing
Yes.
him. Talk to me to explain why.
First, let's start with today's press conference. The guy has said one thing simple: games are not won on stats. You expected us to lose to Everton last season. We beat them. You expected us to win 3 or 4 games: Burnley, Tottenham, Everton. We didn't. So it's not just about stats. It's also about the performance on the pitch. Second thing, now if the fan base thinks that we are good at sacking managers, look what happened when Emery left. We got in Limburg. We got in Freddie. They didn't play for him. He embarrassed himself for 3 to 4 games. And then when the situation was worse, we got in Arteta. So if Arteta, you think that Arteta will get sacked and we'll get maybe Allegri or some big manager and who will turn things around at Arsenal, it doesn't happen that way at Arsenal. So we know what will happen if Arteta indeed does get sacked. And lastly, he's not going to resign if the club has a plan and the plan is going haywire. He may, I mean, at that point of time, then the club may suggest to him that you leave now or we have to sack you. So it could be something like that. But with respect to what we should be doing is we should be buying players in January, maybe 2 to 3 players, which we should have done at the end of the season. We may have to do it early now because we know that we are losing already 5 to 6 players, and we need to get in more players in January, which should have actually been done at the end of the season, but we'll have to do it early. Ads made one point. Would you take 5th place and the League Cup? Yes, we would take it, but the priority would be the 5th place, not the League Cup. The League Cup would just be an add-on.
We're never getting fixed.
Yeah, I'll ask you a question. Even if we sack Arteta now, let's say we sack Arteta now, do you really trust this board to appoint an elite manager that can actually get us back to where we want to be? Because I don't. Because
You're using
look
words
at
like
Eddie.
elite. You're using.
Yeah, there's no elite managers that want to come to Arsenal. So
The problem is this board. They don't know anything about football. They don't know the standards of Arsenal football. They think we're just like a small team, like we're like fucking Wolves or what? Not Wolves. I'm not saying that Wolves are better than us. They're treating us like we're like a shit championship team, and they don't want to appoint an elite manager. They're just going for the easier. They're just going for the cheaper option. That's why we're Arsenal. We're 15th. That's why if we got Poch someone, if we got Poch, or if we got a decent manager, I don't think we would be 15th. Our squad is better than Brighton. Our squad is better than Burnley. Our squad is better than other teams. Tell me why we're 15th. Tell me why we're 15th.
Let me cut in there. You're using words like elite, yeah, an elite manager. Yeah. Getting an elite manager is not what you need right now. Getting a top level manager that can salvage your season. I don't think you guys actually realize, or not you guys, but you in particular, I don't think you quite realize the severity of the position your club's in. You're in a relegation battle. Getting an elite manager, going for top 6 or going for a trophy is not the priority right now. The priority should be bringing in a good manager, a top level man, not elite, but a top level manager that's going to save your season, because Mikel Arteta does not know what he's doing and he's out of his depth. You shouldn't even be looking at Allegri's and Poch. Yeah, you should be literally, and it's not even about banter, but managers like who's just gone now to West Brom, yeah, Sam Allardyce, people like him are the level you should be looking at now to save your season, and then in the future go and look at investing in an elite manager, because right now it's not. You might not on a verge of getting relegated. This is a very serious thing, because once you get relegated, that's the Premier League money gone, and it's very hard to get back to get promoted once you've been relegated.
On the point about so if salvage your season, do you think we should bring back Arsene Wenger? Try salvage your season.
One second.
No chance. No chance. Let
me just answer that question. Let me just answer Samuel's question. I think it's a good idea and it's a bad idea. It's a good idea in the sense of if you brought him back, he would stop you from getting relegated. But then because he is who he is, he's not going to want to come back for a year. He's going to want to come back and take over. And he's going to want to come back and take over again. And if he does that, it's in the long term, it's not going to be beneficial for Arsenal. So, short term, it would be great to bring. It would be good for you guys to bring him back, but long term, it wouldn't work out.
And
I think
listen, guys, stop. Sure. I need to wrap this up because I have a lot of stuff to do today. Samuel, don't know my G. O'Shea, what do you think is going to
Yep.
happen Arsenal Man City? And why is this comment on there? Do I vomit and cry? What are you doing, bro? Why are you putting this comment on there?
unstable. Let him be.
Listen, I need to jump off anyway, but you man subscribe to Egal's channel. You know what the name is, EGTV.
Are you going to get piped by
Egal
City?
TV. Yeah? Are you going to get spanked by City? You know what? This is a very important game for you, man. If you can win it, I think it does give you guys a lot of confidence, but I can't see it happen. I can see you guys getting absolutely violated. I can't. But anyway,
Sure,
yeah,
who do you
man,
support? Who do you support?
Liverpool, champions, you know.
Oh
come
my
on.
God.
Top of the tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
O'Shea, done now, my G.
But look, subscribe to Egal's channel. You know what the name is, Egal TV. Check my Twitter. The links there. My Twitter's on my name.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you a question. I was gonna ask you a
Start doing
question.
basketball content. So once we get that popping, you know you're coming on, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
a little
What do you think about Rafa coming to Arsenal?
Nah, stop this, bro. We'll talk about this another time. I can't do this.
Yeah, man, I need to
I gotta
jump off.
go. Wifey's gonna kill me.
Alright,
Anyways, later, guys. Yeah, yo, Sam, my guy, Vibes, you've been nice. Thanks for coming on. And then be on the post, my guy. Don't know, been nice. And everybody watching, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that like button, subscribe. Do me a favor, just drive those likes up, guys. I've been doing this for an hour now. I've been doing this for 3 hours actually, because I started streaming at 7 o'clock with Flawless. But yeah, guys, if you guys haven't already checked out most of my content, check it out. You know what? I'm going to be doing a watch along tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. The watch along is tomorrow, the live stream for the Man City Arsenal match. And if you haven't already subscribed,